Hey there, Capricorn. Welcome to your reading for mid-June 2022. We're going to jump right in here, Capricorn, and we're going to see what is going on for you. I love this already. This is really, really good. The earth signs have all been really positive. You have this Yang energy card here, Capricorn, and it's like a card of just jumping right in. And, you know, it's a card, it reminds me of like the Ace of Wands. It's a card of starting something or planting a seed, but it really is more about action. And it's also kind of like the spark of life, you know. It's like the Ace of Wands to me is a card of, you know, the roots going into the soil. You plant a seed, the root, you know, then the seed sprouts and the roots go into the soil first. And, you know, that energy really, that's what it reminds me of, is the kind of the initial spark of life, if that makes sense. So I feel a lot of you are kind of feeling that spark. I feel like you're feeling extremely motivated. I feel like you're feeling like you want to get work done. And I feel like I feel more of a very strong desire to be successful. I don't think, you know, sometimes I think that can be like a toxic thing, but not in this situation. I feel like you want to be successful for the right reasons. Let's put it that way. And, you know, I do feel there's a little bit of stuff of like, you know, you're still holding on a little bit to past failures, past disappointments. But at the same time, I feel like you're going to be very successful this month. It looks really good to me. You have the Ace of Swords, the Three of Swords, and the Three of Pentacles. I do feel, for some of you, I'm not going to lie, I am getting here that there could be a truth coming out from a person that maybe you were in love with, Three of Swords, and it could have been a third party. I don't personally read the Three of Pentacles, or, you know, I know that some readers read the Three of Pentacles, Three of Cups as third parties. They don't really represent that, just in general. I mean, like, no tarot book basically says that, number one. But number two, what I would say is when I get like multiple threes and the Devil and the Five of Swords, you know, you just putting and the Five of Cups, it's like just putting the pieces of the puzzle together. I do feel like some of you could be receiving a truth that you were in a third party. The interesting thing is, I think you knew all along. It's not like a surprise. It's not something that you know, it's not something that you didn't already know. You know, I feel like you were getting signs and symbols. It's like, you know, I kind of feel very cliche is what I feel like saying to you. It's like maybe when you were with this person, they said something cliche like, I don't deserve you, or something like that. Like there was some sort of clue that something was going on here. And, you know, it's definitely popping up in my head for you, Capricorn. So it's not like some total big surprise, but I do feel there could be a truth coming out. And again, I don't want to spend a lot of time on this. I feel like you're moving towards new love. I feel like you're a little scared to enter into new love, but there is an answer at the end. So we'll definitely talk about that. Other than that, I feel like there are victories coming in for you. I do feel like you need to be careful of your health. You do have the Devil here, and a couple of signs have had this month, like to just like stay healthy. Again, I'm not a doctor, so do not take this as medical advice, but I have noticed after doing a bunch of readings for this month that a couple of signs have had something about like needing to watch your health. So clearly, maybe the energy is lower. Again, we do have Saturn retrograde. We're going to have Mars going retrograde at the end of the year. So I would do everything in your power to make sure you stay healthy with the Three of Swords. And finally, you have the Three of Pentacles, hard work and quality work. Three of Pentacles is a card of having done a good job. Like he has just done a good job building those three pentacles. And I do feel that a lot of you could be receiving some recognition for the work that you've done on, you know, projects, businesses, whatever it is that you do. And that could feel very good here, Capricorn. Sorry, my camera might have just turned off. But next, you have the Panther Spirit. This card says reclaim your power. And hold on one second. There we go. So I feel for some of you, this is saying that you need to kind of take your power back. It's like, especially if someone hurt you or lied to you, you know, that can definitely be something that takes your power away. For others, I feel the power that you're reclaiming here is the Judgment card. In this row, you have the Devil, the Judgment card, and the Five of Swords. The Devil is you, so you're showing up in a very strong position. And the Judgment card is kind of your inner calling, your inner voice. These people, they're being called up by their higher self angel here out of the coffins. The coffin represents their old life. Outside the coffin represents their new life. And for us to, you know, for us to reclaim our power, it's like sometimes we have to say yes to something. We have to, you know, take action on something that we want to take action on. We have to do something that we want to do, you know, like all those things, right? And that's what I feel here. I feel like it's saying that you need to like either say yes to something or you need to take action on something that you're feeling called to do. It's like when we do that, then we take control of our destiny. It's like if we're not taking action on opportunities or things that are coming our way, then life is basically just happening to us. It's not happening, we're not happening to life, right? So I kind of have that feeling here in your reading. I hope that makes sense, where it's like, I feel like you are happening to life. It's not the other way around. I like it. Feels very powerful, like I said. You do have the Five of Swords. Again, I feel like this is a past situation. Some of you I do feel are kind of being, I don't want to say you're being controlled by a past love situation, but I do feel that you're just like thinking about it. I feel maybe it weighs heavily on your mind, or, maybe there are times or moments where you kind of reminisce, where you think about this person if it's a person. For others, I just feel this is about maybe past failures is what I'm getting, especially with that Five of Cups as well. Again, you have the Five of Swords, but at the end, you have the Five of Cups. And the last row is amazing, except for that Five of Cups. And I feel that Five of Cups is more mindset, right? And even here, you do have the Devil, which is your card. This puts you in a position of power and strength. But what I would say is that Devil can represent thoughts, can represent things that you are bound to. These people are bound here to the black box of Saturn. And, I could go on and on and on talking about the black box of Saturn. I'll spare you the details, but what I would say here is it's like something that could be controlling you is your thoughts, thinking about how things went in the past, or, if you had a failure, thinking that you're a failure. Sometimes I think we anchor ourselves to these thoughts because of something that happened in the past. Luckily, there's a solution here, which is this right here, balance, with the Libra card. This reminds me of the Justice card, of course, which is Libra. And the Justice card is cause and effect. And you have that Five of Cups. Five of Cups, I feel, for whatever reason, is popping into my head as a fear. I'm not getting, like the typical Five of Cups stuff there. I feel like it's a fear that if you invest in something, it's going to fail, right? That is always a possibility, Capricorn. I'm not going to lie. But what I would also say is that the Justice card, or this Libra card, this balance card, is saying, I feel like it's saying, play the justice game. Put a little energy into something. If it returns energy to you, put more energy in. If it returns the same amount, keep going, play the tennis match. And I feel, you've probably heard me say it a million times. To me, justice is the answer for 2022. Literally justice, but also, I feel like kind of the tennis match, right? The game of life, where you put a little energy in. If you get some energy back, then you're kind of creating this equal give and take type of situation. And, I feel like as long as you're doing that, then you won't be hurt in a future relationship. I feel like as long as you do that, you won't be hurt in a future business, because you're kind of like matching the energy, if that makes sense. You have the Five of Cups, the Ten of Cups, and the Nine of Cups. This looks amazing. Ten of Cups is your happily ever after. Ten of Cups is fortune after difficulty. So I feel there's like a lot of happiness, abundance, just like a lot of good things I'm getting on this Ten of Cups. I do feel that you need to, again, focus. Here's the thing, is it's like, part of the story of the Ten of Cups is that this family on the card, they're choosing to be happy. And they are still dealing with, like all the problems of the world, everything that's going on, but they're choosing what they focus on. And, I feel for a lot of you, this is saying, you're still going to have the same old stuff going on in your life. That's just life, right? But, happiness is a result of accomplishment. And I feel you're kind of accomplishing a lot right now. And maybe you're also realizing that you need to continue to work towards accomplishment so you can continue to be happy, right? And I feel for a lot of you, you're kind of focusing on that. The Five of Cups, like I said, past disappointments. I don't want to dwell on this. I think you already know, is what I'd say. You already know that things have gone wrong, and you could be focusing on it. I feel like you just need to focus on what you do want. Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups is a wish and wish fulfillment. It's a card of total fulfillment as well. So I do feel like there's total fulfillment coming in for you, but really it's a card of bathing in an energy. It's like he knows that if he wants love, he needs to be in love. He knows that if he wants success or abundance, he needs to be in abundance before he gets what he wants. So I feel for a lot of you, it's about kind of being in an energy before you actually get it. But let's see here. This is a pretty good reading. I like where it's going for sure, Capricorn. With the Ace of Swords, you have the Nine of Swords. Again, it's funny. What was I saying on that Ace of Swords? That there could be some sort of truth. And, look, it might not make you happy here with the Nine of Swords. It's like, Nine of Swords is being stuck in a nightmare. It's like a card of having a nightmare and being stuck in a nightmare. I frequently say with the Nine of Swords, you can be the bug or the windshield. There's a carving right down here where there's a person on their back, and then there's another person with a sword over them. The Nine of Swords says you kind of have like a choice. You can be, the bug or the windshield. It's your choice. With the Three of Swords, you have the Six of Wands, card of success and abundance. It's also a card of a victory, and it's a card of excellence as well. So I do feel like there is like a lot of good stuff coming in for you, obviously, with this card. And I do feel like you are being celebrated with the Six of Wands. With the Three of Pentacles, you have the Two of Swords. Two of Swords, like trying to make a choice. And again, I feel like the decision you're making is like, should I do something again? The Two of Swords is being at a stalemate. It's like being stuck on a decision, being stuck at trying to make a decision on like, what should I do? What direction do I go in here? And so for a lot of you, I feel like it's saying, but this is coming up in your past position. So if I'm being honest with you, I'm not even worried about it because you have, it looks like you're going to answer the call. And yeah, you might still be fearful of some decisions with that Five of Cups, but again, it looks, I just get the intuition that you're just gonna make the decision. Doesn't matter. With the Devil, like, are you kidding? Three of Cups, like I said, definitely could be a third party that you were dealing with. You know, even though like I said, I don't read these cards as third party, just putting everything together. I just read intuitively as well. So that's what I feel here. And again, I do feel like someone could be coming back from the past. But again, if someone put you in a third party, it's like, should you go back to that person? I would say no. Once a cheater, always a cheater, you know, is what I would say there. It's like, I'll never forget. I had a person who left a comment years ago on my videos where I said, once a cheater, always a cheater. And they were like, how dare you? You know, my boyfriend apologized and came back and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay. You know, is basically what I said to that person. And like months later, guess what happened? He cheated again and she left a comment apologizing. I will never forget that, Capricorn. So do some people change? Sure. I mean, absolutely. I'm sure there are people who have made the mistake and then they don't do it again. But for the most part, they did it once. It's like, can you trust them again? You know, there are like 8-9 billion people on this planet. There are people who don't cheat. There are people who don't put you in third parties. There are people who just will value you in general. There's no reason to stick to that energy, right? With the Judgment card, you have the Eight of Wands. Like I said, plain and simple, you are going to answer the call. There you go. Exactly everything I said. Eight of Wands is quick success as well. So and look where he's pointing his arrow at the Ten of Cups. Traditionally, Eight of Cups was the arrows of love. The Eight of Wands. Traditionally, the Eight of Wands, I don't know why I said Eight of Cups. Probably because I was talking about the Three of Cups, Five of Cups. But the Eight of Wands was the arrows of love. It was like you telling the universe what you want in love, and then the universe responding. So there you go. I feel like this is what you want if you want love. It's like you want a true happiness. You want true abundance, true love. With the Five of Swords, you have the Queen of Pentacles. You showing up in a very strong position. Again, you show up twice in this middle row. You know, Queen of Pentacles is your card. I love this Queen of Pentacles because this rabbit is like moving. On a traditional Queen of Pentacles, the rabbit is not moving. The rabbit is staying still. And I just said to someone else that, you know, in that the Ted Andrews book, Animal Speaks, he talks about the rabbit being kind of like leaps and bounds of success, where it's like a rabbit, but also kind of like a rabbit, they like freeze in place and then they take off, right? So it can represent a period of time where you've like been on pause and then you're taking off. I kind of feel that for you as well here, Capricorn. With the Five of Cups, you have the Four of Swords. Like I said, I do feel like you're healing. Look, there's a much better person coming in for you here. You know, it's funny. She's holding a white rose, and the white rose in the tarot represents purity. It represents kind of like receiving a pure offer. I feel this could be a person. Again, I don't attach gender to my card, so it could be any gender. And it's like there's a person that is coming in with a pure offer. This is a new person. That Ten of Cups. It's like your Ten of Cups is coming if you've been hurt in the past. For others, I feel like your Ten of Cups is financial. And I just feel like you're worried about failure. I think you're thinking too much about, you know, what happened in the past. So again, if you're working on a new business, new job, new career, new job ideas, money ideas, you're going to be very successful. But, you know, again, justice. Put a little energy in. If you get the energy back, keep going. Ten of Cups, you have the Six of Swords. Moving on to calmer shores. You know, I feel like this person, you know, is kind of bringing you to a better place. You know, if it's a person coming in for you. Pretty much for all of you, I feel like you've just made it through the choppy waters, and now you're kind of getting to the other side. I feel like you're finding more happiness, more success on the other side as well. And with the Nine of Cups, you have the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles is a card of holding on too tightly to the past. So again, I would definitely let go of the past here so that you can get your Ten of Cups here, Capricorn. Is there anything, I just want to see Like, is there anything else? This is kind of like one thing, Is there anything else that we need to know? You have the Ten of Swords. Something from the past is dead, done, over with. I feel like you already know that this person from the past is dead, done, over with if it's a person. For others, I feel like you know that the past is dead, done, over with in the first place. It's like, on this Ten of Swords in the After Tarot, these people are burying what is dead. So I feel like you're kind of burying something in your life that is dead, done, over with. You have the Two of Pentacles. It's like you have a choice here. Two of Pentacles is a card of juggling. It's a card of doing a lot. I actually feel you are becoming very busy here, Capricorn, over the next couple of months. To me, it's fine for you because I feel like you will be receiving something for it, And here you go, abundance. You have the Empress. I feel like you're very attractive at this time. The Empress, she truly understands her value. She understands like her worth, and because of that, she attracts what she's worth. So it's like pretty simple. But I also feel like you're very abundant at this time. So this is a really good reading. I love this. A lot of good stuff. Very positive changes coming in for you. So thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. And again, it's interesting. You have that Reclaim Your Power card, and then you have the Empress, which is like you sitting in your power. So love it. But thank you for being here, Capricorn. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your Sun, Moon, and Rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. But thank you, and definitely enjoy your month.